Have you heard the news that the real estate market is heating up? Or the rumors going around that we're seeing multiple offers on homes, lines of people at open houses, and bidding wars again? Well, in this video, we'll take a look and see what's really happening in the real estate market right now here in Corona, California. Hi, my name is Casey and I'm a local realtor here in Corona. And on this channel, I share information about the local housing market here in Corona, and especially the 55 and older communities of Trilogy, Glen Ivy, and the community of Terramor. So if this is something you think might be helpful, I'd love if you'd hit the like and the subscribe buttons below. Okay, so let's get started. There have been a lot of stories circulating recently about the housing market picking up. And we're hearing rumors that buyers are lining up at open houses and that homes are receiving multiple offers again, like we saw back in 2021 and 2022. But is this really true? Well, it's important to realize there are two main things affecting the real estate market right now. So let's take a look and see what they are. First is the increase in mortgage interest rates. Mortgage rates are currently in the mid 6% range, which is almost twice as much as what they were a year ago. And this increase definitely slowed down the housing market as we closed out last year and moved into 2023. But it does seem like buyers are slowly accepting these new rates and are coming back to the market. And even with higher mortgage rates, we are seeing buyer traffic actually increasing. The second thing to consider is the lack of inventory, and this is a huge problem right now. And even though interest rates are up, there simply aren't enough homes for sale to keep up with the demand that we're seeing from buyers. But on the positive side, it does appear this is actually keeping property values stable in our community. If the market was flooded with homes for sale, I have no doubt we'd see prices dropping like we saw back in 2007 and 2008. But the truth is, this simply isn't the case right now. Now, as a realtor, I'm out in the community almost every day showing property. And even though this year got off to a slow start, the market does seem to be picking up as we head into the spring season. And if you look at this graph, you'll see that in the past 2 months, we've seen a noticeable increase in the number of showings on homes currently for sale. So when you hear that buyers are coming back to the market, this is actually true. And if you look a little deeper, buyer traffic in February of this year was up significantly. In fact, it was higher than the pre-pandemic numbers of 2020, and it's not far below the craziness we saw during the pandemic in 2021 and 2022. This is just another example that shows buyers are back out searching for homes again. And to give you an example of this, we just listed a home for sale in the city of Corona. It was a nice 3-bedroom, 2-bath home, and the average price of homes in this neighborhood in the past 6 months was right around $625,000. But since this home was in good condition and there were just 2 other homes for sale in this neighborhood, we decided to price this home a little higher at $649,000. And I have to say, I was shocked at the response this home got. In just 4 days on the market, over 80 people came out and viewed this home in person. And we received 12 offers, and all 12 of these offers were over the asking price. And the owner eventually accepted an offer $61,000 over the asking price. So it really does seem like the housing market is picking up again. But as I mentioned earlier, inventory is still the biggest problem right now, especially here in the 55 and older communities in Corona. Now, if you look at the community of Trilogy at Glen Ivy, which is made up of over 1,300 homes, there is just 1 home currently for sale. And I can't remember ever seeing this number this low. And across the freeway in the community of Terramor, it's not much better. There are just 3 homes for sale in the 55 and older section of Terramor. So for buyers looking for homes in these 2 communities, there simply isn't much to pick from. But it's also important to keep in mind that homes in a 55 and older community often take longer to sell than homes in a regular community. And this is due to the fact that there are less buyers in these communities due to the age restriction of the community. And even though we're not seeing 10 to 20 offers on every home that comes on the market here in the 55 and older communities, I can assure you there are buyers actively looking for homes in both Trilogy and Terramor. So if you're considering selling your home, but you've been holding off thinking it's a bad time to sell, it might be a good time to take a look at the numbers again. From what I'm seeing in the past few weeks, the housing market is picking up again. Plus, homes coming on the market right now simply have no competition with other homes because of the lack of inventory. So if you'd like to see what your home is worth in today's market, just let me know. I'll put my contact information in the description below.